Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. Those who win never give up. Those who give up never win. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. But man's duty is to try and endeavor. Success depends upon chance and environments. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. It's hard not to feel happy when you make someone smile. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. Imagination is the highest form of research. Stop being okay with everything. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. You never fail until you stop trying. Sometimes, the best of God's gifts arrive by the shattering of all the window panes. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. My destination is no longer a place, rather a new way of seeing. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. When people try to bury you, remind yourself you are a seed. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. Every ounce of my cynicism is supported by historical precedent. Face your life, its pain, its pleasure. Leave no path untaken. A good completion takes a long time. A bad completion cannot be changed later. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. What we can change is our perceptions, which have the effect of changing everything. At the heart of nature's mystery lies another mystery. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. Like the sun and moon, they end but to begin anew. Like the 4 seasons, they pass away to return once more. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. Don't fear big, fear mediocrity, fear waste, fear the lack of living to your fullest. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. I only want to write, and there's no college for that, except life. If those who are sent to draw water begin by drinking themselves, the army is suffering from thirst. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. If you fuel your journey on the opinions of others, you are going to run out of gas. If something is important, it deserves to be experienced deeply. People ought to fight to keep their law as to defend the city's walls. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. In business, professionalism is not a tactic but a moral value. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. It is only possible to live happily ever after on a daily basis. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Crying can bring relief, as long as you don't cry alone. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. Truth is a straight line you sometimes need to curve. You should know that by now. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. Our lives can't be measured by our final years. Of this I am sure. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. Some things you hear with your ears, others you hear with your heart. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. You like me not because I like you. I like you just because I like me. Things don't happen for no reason. They happen to teach you something. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. Feet, what do I need them for if I have wings to fly? Accepting oneself does not preclude an attempt to become better. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes. Karma is given, not to those who ask, but to those who ask of nothing. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. I speak gibberish to the civilized world, and it replies in kind. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. I do maintain that if your hair is wrong, your entire life is wrong. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. You know, the minute you stop thinking about it, it'll happen. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. Fear not the path of truth, for the lack of people walking on it. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. We can't avoid reasoning. We can only avoid doing it well. Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to get it. To a mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Remove the clowns from your life before you become one. It shattered something inside me that hadn't been broken before. Keep your best wishes close to your heart and watch what happens. Just go with it, he thought. You won't figure out anything if you give in to fear. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Even in the loneliest moments, I have been there for myself. From a certain point onward, there's no longer any turning back. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. Truth is what your contemporaries let you get away with. There is no such thing as a great talent without great willpower. Even if you are on the right track, but just sit there, you will still get run over. Remember to be kind with your words, especially to yourself.